You're watching Fox 4 Good Day, live at Parkdale Mall with Mike McNeil, Diane Dean, and Nick Koser with weather on Fox 4.
But first, when we come back, something a little fun on this fun-fit, fabulous Friday, just in time to get you in the holiday spirit, in addition to the snow, of course, which does the trick. Yeah. The Beaumont Community Players have a brand new show. We'll get a sneak peek and talk to the star of the show. There he is. Give us a wave. You're watching Fox.
Oh, he's not happy.
He's a surly elf. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
All right, you know, we've got the snow on the way. Christmas is in the air. Can you smell it? No. I don't smell it now, but you know, it's kind of in the air, and it'll definitely be more in the air as the snow starts to fall. We've got Keith Huckabee here, better known as Crumpet the Elf. Sir, how you doing, my friend?
Well, it's early in the morning, and I'm in red and white striped tights. How do you think I'm doing this morning?
Well, I didn't want to say it.
And it's cold outside.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but you know, luckily most of you's covered up. You are a part of a huge show here that's running this weekend and next weekend. It's the Santaland Diaries, and that's going to be playing over at the Better Greenberg Center for the Performing Arts here in Beaumont. Yep. Tell us about the show.
Well, it was written by David Sedaris and adapted by Joe Montella, and it's a true story about David Sedaris. When he first moved to New York, he had no money, no job prospects. He thought he was going to go from the offices of the Penn Station to One Life to Live and become this great writer, and he had to take a job in Macy's Santaland as an elf.
Okay.
So he told the stories of all of his, from getting the job to going through the interview to meeting with the 7 different Santas that he has to work with and all of the crazy people that come along with it. Yeah. And it's just a really, really hysterical, sardonic look at what the holidays are through the eyes of shoppers and people that actually have to work in retail and deal with all of those crazy customers and the people that come along with it. So it's really funny. We're calling it for mature elves only just because some of the subject matter is, you know, you really don't want the little kids to come and see what some of this sarcastic elf has to say about Christmas.
What about for dwarfs? Same thing. Mature
mature dwarves. Oh yeah, we're good.
Okay, all right. You know what? That's very true because on TV, you know, you see all the glitz and glamour, you see all the magic. But you know, we've all been there. I've worked in retail.
So have I.
And yeah, I mean, it's kind of almost like a bad Santa.
Yeah, it is. It's really. I like to think of it as a behind-the-scenes look at what really happens whenever everyone's in line to see the good man to tell them what they want for Christmas.
Exactly, so. and it's funny to me that you said in the play you have to interview with 7 Santas.
Well, there's 7 different Santas. You know, every shift has a different Santa, and all of the Santas have different routines. And there's one guy who takes his job a bit too seriously, and he thinks he is the real Santa.
You'll always have that guy,
of course. You know, and it's really funny. We're also serving dessert with the show too. So not only, I mean, if you're tired of shopping and you're looking for a break, it's a one-man show. It's a 1 act. It runs about an hour. Okay. So afterwards, you get some cookies and brownies and some hot tea and some good stuff. So.
All righty. Well, without further ado, you're all dressed up this morning. You're ready to go. You're ready. Well, okay. You're ready to. You've got a little scene you're going to act.
Yeah, it's about this one lady that really, in particular, drives him a little crazy, and this is just what it's about. So.
Crumpet the Elf, take it away, my friend.
I manned the Oh My God corner, and we were packed. Absolutely packed, and people kept coming up to me asking me questions. Which way to the down elevator? Which way to the escalator? To the patio restaurant? To gift wrap? To trim a tree? There was a line for Santa and a line for the women's restroom, and one woman, having already asked me 1,000 questions, got in my face and said, "Which line to the women's restroom?" I shouted, I thought it was the line with all the women in it. And she said, "I'm gonna have you fired." 2 people have said that to me today. I'm gonna have you fired. Go ahead, be my guest. I am a grown man in a green elf costume. It doesn't get worse than this. Who do these people think they are? I'm gonna have you fired. I wanted to lean over the counter and say, I'm gonna have you killed.
Oh, Oh, man, good stuff.
I told you.
Oh, man, you know, I couldn't have said it better myself. I'm a grown man in a what now?
In a green velvet elf costume.
Where do you get red and white striped tights? Just out of curiosity.
I hate to admit it, but the internet.
The internet. You get
course,
everything on the
course.
internet these days. All right, there's a picture of you right there. You're looking. That's the centerfold of Elf magazine.
I'm telling you, I'm Mr. December.
Very nice. All right, here's the information on the play, the Santaland Diaries.
We open tonight, so don't let the weather hinder your travels. It's going to be great. We're almost sold out tonight, so if you're thinking about coming tonight or tomorrow, make sure you call 833-4664 to get your ticket.
Don't let the weather hinder your travels. Let it add to the festive experience.
Exactly. Get in the holiday spirit with snow and Crumpet.
All right, awesome. Hey, as we go to break, by the way, again, good stuff.
Oh,
Thanks for coming on by.
Letting me come by.
Go see our good friend Keith tonight. And hey, as we go to break, here is a message from a soldier overseas to his family here back in Southeast Texas.